Ready to get us started, it's Cade York, and off we go from Seattle. This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They will be led out by their dual-threat quarterback, the veteran from Clemson. It's Deshaun Watson.
And he's exactly the man you want control of your offense. Excellent arm, good zip on the ball, not afraid to use his legs when he needs to. And what he's excelled at doing is making plays when the first read isn't available or when the pressure's about to get to him.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards.
A quick burst there and a nicely bit off. A pretty decent gain.
Second down and 4. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now, it's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, remember, we're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they're carrying 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Watson. And complete to Smith-Njigba.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away.
And that'll bring up second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 34-yard line.
Option play, and they'll give to Walker.
And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
So now here in the 2nd week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle, no mental mistakes, or they're starting to look like a good offensive football team.
So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. And trotting out there leading them is their 4th-year quarterback.
And when you watch Kenny Pickett play, you see a young man who got better every season in college and really blossomed in his final campaign, took his game to a new level, and made him a first-round pick in the NFL. He's the type of kid who can beat you with his mind, beat you with his arm, and occasionally with his legs. A tough, skilled performer.
And it's a fumble. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
No coach get your teams ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run.
Here's 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
To throw is Watson. And this one is incomplete.
They're giving him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up the turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Watson on first down.
He finds Smith-Njigba in the end zone for a Seahawks touchdown.
A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Seahawks use the only turnover to get on the board first here in this one. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
Taken at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10.
Pickett will look to throw it here. That's complete to his tight end flyer move.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 28-yard line.
First carry for Najee Harris.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Trying with Pickett here on 3rd down. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Returnable for Lockett. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Now a first down throw, Watson. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Now a throw here to his running back. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They give him 27 yards. yards on the third down conversion.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Watson now to throw.
Over the middle, finding Smith-Njigba.
And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 31-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
To the right side, this is Walker. And he's got it down to the 28.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Well, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Off of play action, it's Watson. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there on the sack to bring up 2nd and goal.
At the Steelers' 11-yard line.
Back to throw, Watson. Touchdown! 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson.
And the Seahawks are off to a 13-0 first-quarter lead.
We're still in the first quarter, but it's apparent they're going to have to come up with a different defensive game plan for him, because right now he's kind of having his way against that defense and has added a touchdown to the list. How do you slow him down? They're going to have to mix up some coverages, maybe change who's guarding him.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs.
At their own 25-yard line.
Harris will start the drive out. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Pickett sets up play action.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Cameron Bynum.
And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Parker, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
And out now come the Seahawks.
And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10.
After the interception, here's Watson. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, you Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Shakes off the side, and he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Myers' kick is good, and that'll make this 17-0 here in the opening quarter.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. A nice pickup there, 10 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu. 2nd and 10.
At the 38-yard line.
Back to throw. Pickett.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now a give. Running left is Harris.
They'll take this to the 46.
Give him 2 yards on the gain there, and it will take us to the end of quarter number 1. 17-0 our score after 1. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2.
From the 46, here's a 2nd and 8.
As they've got it as we resume action.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he still has yet to get on track in this 1st half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
From the midfield stripe, they look to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Back to Walker on first down. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on fourth down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Now Watson. And it is caught. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 43. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
That defense can't stop you. No way. Keep it rolling, boys. That's it. Keep it rolling.
Walker now on first and 10.
Fights through it and bulldozing his way through. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 64 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. And Walker once more. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a first and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's third and goal. Here's Watson. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Seahawks are able to add on to their first half lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now Myers for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. A 10-play drive that time. And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And he powers his way up past the 30. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris.
And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he gets it up past the 35.
But we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit. But how about guys who are maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage situations. And we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running.
Now Pickett will look to pass it. Going across the formation, he finds Freiermuth.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
First and 10, here's Pickett. It's caught downfield by Pickens.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Pickett back to throw. Finding Pickens for another catch.
2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 on the Seahawks 10-yard line.
Pickett.
This will be caught just inside the 10. Only able to gain a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they look to move the chains. Dialing up another pass here. Pickett. That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown Steelers.
8 yards on the touchdown pass.
And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit.
Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate.
And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one.
And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
Watson's throw caught here by Metcalf.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards that time for number 14.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Trying the left side with Walker.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Keep those sticks moving.
13 yards remaining on 2nd down.
Build that momentum, offense.
Watson. Forced out to his left. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
To throw is Watson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
Now once again, Kenny Pickett leading his offense out.
5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, those body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Pickett to throw on 1st down. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Pickett right back to the air again.
Steps away to his left.
Pickett lost it.
And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Hey, we can push ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando, standing by with that EA Sports halftime report.
This was an extremely one-sided first
Jonathan
half.
Coachman.
One team
Take it
showed
away,
up
Coach.
ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in just a minute.
And we will
Week 2 of the preseason is upon us. Each team now with just one more game after this one, and then we will get it all started as we normally do on the first Thursday after Labor Day.
3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
First target, first catch, and a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Now a 2nd and 2.
At their 49-yard line.
Off play action. Richard. Complete to Washington. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 40. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw. Richard. He finds his man. Complete. That's Bush. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down. Operating from the gun. Richard. And his throw here's incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
They'll look to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bush. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 19.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
They'll go up the middle with White. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1.
Looking to throw. Richard. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Rashad White,
A 10-yard touchdown run.
and the Steelers are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Well, they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead down to 10, 24-14.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now it's the backup Smith.
And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Now Smith.
And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing is working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play the same tempo, and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings him third down on the sand. Now they'll throw here. Out they go. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Throwing is Smith.
This one with a former Steeler, Juju Smith-Schuster with it.
Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. From the gun, here's Smith. He finds his man, complete. That's Young. There's a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 45-yard line.
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
On the give, here's Charbonnet.
And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first.
On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet.
And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll try the air now with Smith. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down. And now a handoff to Charbonnet. Powering forward. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Charbonnet. Looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. And they'll run on 3rd down to Charbonnet. He will take this one in for a Seattle touchdown. Zach Charbonnet taking it in from a yard out. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Extra point up and through by Myers. That'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles, if they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback. Looks for White, but it's intercepted. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
Zach Charbonnet and his teammates back to the field for another drive. So a 6-carry drive the last go-around, touchdown on the end of it. We'll see if they can duplicate that here.
I think that they would like to. I know every runner that we've ever met would love to carry the ball more and more and more. In fact, we keep a ball in the booth just for demonstration purposes.
You're holding it right now.
I'm going to give it to you. Is it heavy? Is it that heavy? No, it's pretty light. It's pretty light, right? So keep giving it to him and let him do his work. It's not going to slow him down.
If it's light for me, it's definitely light for him. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Here's Smith. Pass on the out route, caught by Smith-Schuster. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
On the option, it's Charbonnet. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Smith. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
On 4th down, here's the option. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
On the toss to Charbonnet. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Myers' kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they've had that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On 1st and 10, Richard, and he'll get it right back to Washington. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 40-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Steelers 1st down.
Back to throw again. A quick throw, but incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. They've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
That was a good effort there trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
At the 42-yard line. A gain of a yard. 1st down, Pittsburgh.
Back to throw. Richard. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now they'll start on the ground with Charbonnet. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations There'd be extra defenders in the box coming after him, all trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now Smith.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
And this defense definitely in his head there on 3rd down, and he's pretty fortunate. They didn't call for grounding on this one. That was a good 10 feet over everyone's head.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this point and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
And a Steeler 1st down.
Operating from the gun, Richard. It's caught. This is White. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 43-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Richard.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let it just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground incomplete.
On 3rd down, Richard. This is White on the screen. Oh, what a move.
And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Pittsburgh.
Throwing on 1st down, Richard. His throw incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
That is caught. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 15-yard line. On 1st down, Richard. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Connor Hayward, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. At the 39-yard line.
There's Charbonnet once again.
And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now Smith.
He's got his target. That's complete.
So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
Now run by Charbonnet.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Zach Charbonnet,
ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Seahawks have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter.
And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. And the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for 2. Gino's going to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Now Bush on the return.
Taking it about the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect 2nd half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the 2nd half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the 1st.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Richard.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 41 yards.
A 41-yard gain.
They'll look to throw again. He finds his man complete. That's Bush. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. On 1st and 10, Richard toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Being chased out left. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. Now they got to get to the line quickly. To throw on 3rd down. Richard. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared. But executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long.